This message is for somebody who is afraid to fight. This person might have been bullied as a child, and so they they kind of floated around in their body. They never really stood their ground, and I feel like this was because whoever was bullying them was much older and much larger than the person that I'm talking to or about. And so this person is learning to stand their ground now, learning exactly who they are as a human being, and they're getting stronger day by day. So if this is somebody that, yeah, I just feel like whoever was bullying this person is going to have to reckon with this force, basically, is what I'm getting. This is a force to be reckoned with. I also feel like this person might have went crazy at some point, but yeah, they learn how to control the craziness. They learn how to control their emotions. They're just stronger all over. I'm seeing Fruit Loops, blaze of colors. Um, this person might have been overweight at some point and then they started working out. I'm just seeing a vicious glow up. Like it's gonna terrify whoever it was that bullied this person, and they're gonna have to recognize their own evil because it's shining back at them. This person absorbed every impact, and so whoever was bullying them had an issue with self-love, and spiritually they're gonna wish they kept their hands to themselves because it's like they wasted all of that beauty and self-love. Yeah, they wasted it. They could have kept it to themselves. So I feel like this person learned their attackers' lessons. Like they basically grew and achieved over their attackers. And maybe to the normal person, somebody just watching this person walk by is going to notice something different about them. Like this person is powerful or spiritual or just something's different. Like, yeah, like their eyes are just sharper, more intimidating. And but the person who attacked this person is gonna know right away exactly what this power is. Though all they see is blood. I see Nine of Swords. This person is never gonna sleep well. And I feel like it's starting to come up in their dreams. They're starting to see this person in their dreams because they're about to be exposed. So yeah, they used to fight a lot. And you're seeing whoever I'm talking to or talking about is seeing themselves in this person. And also, here's the thing, I'm feeling like at some point this person was coming around to conquering their own demons, and God was speaking to them and helping them to overcome this anger and aggression that they were dealing with. And, at some point I had a vision of this person looking in the mirror to confront their own demons, and there was nobody in the mirror because the person that they attacked forgave them, and so there was no demon to conquer. The person that they attacked conquer all the demons. I hope this is getting through. I hope somebody understands this because I never heard of anything like this before. And this person who attacked them, they no longer had a reflection. And so they realized that it was too late for them to learn from their own lessons. So they were just stuck being the person who attacked somebody and nobody being feeling threatened by their attacks, and they were unable to grow past that immaturity. And it was just like, oh well, she forgave you or he forgave you. Like those are her demons now. She conquered them, she grew from them, she learned from it, and there's nothing left for you. So I thought that was really interesting, and it's coming up right now. All of a sudden, something about somebody's t-shirt, a teeny bopper. Maybe this happened to somebody in their teens. But this went into an adult who was pressed down like a teen. And also, I'm getting somebody was harassed like as if they were a child, but they're not a child at all. But the fact that they were treated like a child is giving them a youthfulness. So the people who are attacking this person doesn't realize that as long as they continue treating this person like a child, they're gonna feel young. You know, like the people attacking them are getting older and older and looking more decrepit and stressed out. And this person looks like she could be 18. So, or he is like less than 25 or something, but he might be in his 50s. It's like they're doing all the hard work for him. Yeah, it's almost like a who's that guy that skateboards net nerd? I don't know. He plays for he's a rock star or something. Brown skinned. He has a really youthful appearance. And that's what I'm picking up from this. Whoever this person was that was isolated and tortured by the jealous people around them, almost everybody that walked past this person was jealous. Yeah, I'm feeling like it came from everybody. Even women were jealous of this man and wanting to be like him. He couldn't even show what a kind person he was. He couldn't have a relationship with anybody because even as a friend, even friends were jealous of because they saw so much potential in him and they knew that anything they tried to throw at him, he was just going to absorb and love. And that's exactly what he did. So he's actually grateful. Whoever I'm talking about or talking to, or this is somebody in your life that you were jealous of and you feel like maybe you're learning a lesson or something. You feel like everybody you attacked is suddenly starting to grow from those attacks. Like you wasted your love, you wasted your self-love, hurting other people you were jealous. But they look at those attacks like fuel and they got so much stronger because of it. These people can't help but to attack. They're being placed in the world to feed God's children, and eventually God's children learn how to eat. Look at that, the devil. They can't help themselves. They're impulsive. They're what's the word? Yeah, like they act on their impulses, and they're so jealous of God's people that they just spit out whatever comes to their mind. But this is truth. I mean, they could be lying, but children of God hear the truth. So it's nothing but truth that they feed on, and it makes them more and more attractive. Whatever it is that these people are jealous of, and the reasons for them shouting out obscenities or just attacking, even physically, is what is getting stronger in these people and attacked. So they're getting stronger. They're getting more articulate. They're getting more beautiful. They're getting more. Did I say intelligent already? Yeah, it's just like yeah. And I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. But is there anything else for this message? Because it feels like just like sit on that for a second. And just realize that if I'm talking to a child of God and you felt like you just had nobody to help you or promote you or support you, all those people that was attacking you, you're going to learn how to stand on your solid ground and support yourself. You don't need anybody's support. People lean on you for guidance. Well, they lean on you to try and knock you down, but you end up getting stronger. It's like at the end of the day, nobody can take credit because all glory and honor belongs to God. And they try to take credit from you. If they knew what was going to happen, they wouldn't have put their hands on you. You have King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and then Ace of Clubs. Ten of Pentacles is your wealth, and you get this right above the Wheel of Fortune. I just see you prospering from this no matter what. Like, even if this isn't something that has monetary value per se, like you can't exactly exchange it in for cash. You can't sell it. It's like these are souls. You're saving souls, but these souls belong to Christ, something like this. And it's somewhere in Revelations that when you save a soul, you're granted a jewel. And I see your crown being covered in jewels, and you being a wealthy and high ranking angel or individual child of God in heaven. When it says your reward is in heaven, it's also heaven on earth. So people can see this high ranking spirituality and spiritual energy in you on earth. They can see that God favors you. And he that saw it bear record, and his record is true. And he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. Okay. And he that saw it bear record, and his record is true. And he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. That sounds like John 19, verse 35. For these things were done, that the scripture should be fulfilled, and a bone of him shall not be broken. Imagine a law. You know, when people write laws, is because is an act that's committed so often, is a crime that's committed so often. It has to be said. You have to write it down like the Ten Commandments. Do not break God's bones. This is how evil these people are. That you have to be told not to break God's bones. And there's also a scripture that says when God's people, is sort of a parable that says when God's people, or God's, the something about the heir of the kingdom, or those who receive the inheritance, when they go to check on their inheritance, they're going to be attacked. So the people who are invading the land are trying to protect what isn't theirs. So they're attacking the rightful owners. And every time you go to basically wear your birthright, just like Jacob stole Isaac's birthright, it's almost like you have to defend yourself. But God stood in your place. I feel like you're bypassing all that, or you may have gone through that, but it just made you stronger. And he sware unto her, whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it thee unto the half of my kingdom. Okay, so that's what we're getting at. Yes, you did go forward as God told you to. You checked on your inheritance, your property, and then you were attacked. So the people that attacked you, they don't have any rights to what belongs to you. They're just coming out the woodworks. They don't belong on the land whatsoever. The more they attacked you, they thought they were killing you. They thought they were getting rid of you somehow, but they just made you stronger. And this strength that you have is something you wouldn't have gotten from anywhere else. I feel like you almost went on this stronger because you realized that where you were was just making you weak. Everything came easy for you, and you value your life and the journey and the experience of living, and you just wanted a challenge. They gave you that challenge. And now I feel like they're suffering because they realize that you're so much better now than you were when they ever laid hands on you. That moment that they impacted you just gave you so much strength. And this is not something that anyone would encourage, like go out there and start a fight and just let them beat you up or whatever, just so you can get stronger. But that's precisely what happened. Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's so strong. A bag and gone into the middle of some lunatics and just said, beat me up, knowing how much stronger you would get because of it. But this isn't something that's encouraged or advised. This is what happens to the children of God. The people who are persecuted, who don't raise their hand, who don't fight back, who turn the other cheek, they are getting stronger. So now I feel like this is almost like a warning to people who can't keep their hands to themselves, who can't keep their thoughts to themselves, who just blurt out whatever negativity comes to mind, they're now being used as fuel. And it's too late because they skipped on a chance to work on themselves. Now they don't know how to keep their mouths shut. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So if this is something you want, like you realize that is pray. Pray and ask God for patience and watch and see that you don't be put in a position to be patient. That's why I'm really careful about the prayers I pray. You never know how you're going to get them. You're going to get your prayers answered, but you never know how it's going to come or when it's going to come. It could take years for this to happen. Then all of a sudden you're like, wow, all of that I've been through is just answering that one prayer that I prayed. And now I have it. And there's no way I could have gotten this unless I've been through all that. But I never would have asked. I never would have asked to be tortured and humiliated and left in the dust, left in the cold. I never would have asked or prayed for that. I just prayed to get stronger, to be more skillful. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. Anytime you feel like you're being tortured, just remember that Christ was tortured in your place. Okay? That's the power of prayer. Is the way you look back and think on things. Because this entire reading is reflecting on trauma. But Christ steps right in and replaces that trauma with his crucifixion. Is so much more weighty than anything you could have been through. Period. As long as you're alive and still kicking, Christ died in your place because you should have been dead.